Ball because we'll flip and run jingle jangles and screams. Buffie Purselle. Hey y'all, hey, give me a minute. I ain't done this in a minute, so broad. Okay, it's not okay. Oh, now I hear sound. Hallelujah, praise goodness. Okay, let me get back into it. Hola. Still don't hear the sound. Hey Prada, hush. It's always something, y'all. Always something. Hey y'all, hey, can y'all hear me? Because I can't hear, but I don't need to hear because I'm gonna just talk today. Somebody let me know if you hear me. Hey, I put on some lipstick for y'all, but I ain't put on no BB cream or nothing. Y'all can hear me? Okay. I don't know what's going on with this here sound for me, but as long as you can hear me, that's all that matters. Oh my goodness, how are y'all doing? Y'all see these lines? Oh my gosh. Hola, Tommy. We are back. So y'all, I've been mad, not feeling well. And so I appreciate y'all for graciously hanging in there and still supporting me. So I want to talk about a few things today. Ooh, child, this lighting looks harsh. This way you don't put no BB cream on, honey. This look like a chia pet on top of my head. Hey, Mabel. I missed you, Mabel. I call her Mabel. Ooh, child. This hair is giving very much. It's giving punk rocker. Yeah, we're going to leave it like that. That's worse. Okay. Child, it's a mess. Let me put some of this lips of the stick on. We're gonna talk about, listen, we're gonna today I'm just gonna talk. The evolution of this YouTube channel. I told y'all I don't really get YouTube. I'm trying to figure YouTube out, and I appreciate y'all's support. You know, I want to answer money questions and stuff too, but I also just want to be Buffy and talk smack and talk about these housewives and current issues in the media and in the world and politics. And so today I'm just gonna run my mouth. So here, Tommy, I'll put this link, but don't put it up yet, Tommy, because I gotta figure out my sound because I ain't gonna be able to hear nobody, but I'm just gonna put it in the little chat. So let's get into this Real House. Okay, so I'm happy because it's starting to get cold outside. I love the fall, I love the winter. I spent my childhood abroad in Europe, and so I'm very much a fan of the cold. And so I'm happy I've got my Uggs on, and life is good. You know, life is good. So, okay. So, oh my God, my baby Aiden calling me. Hold on, y'all. Aiden, I'm doing a live, sweetheart. You okay? You okay? Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, I'm gonna answer the phone when my children call. Okay, so listen, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This scene, if you haven't seen it, and like obviously I was triggered by it because I posted about it at 2:00 in the morning. So they went to Del Mar. Everybody had to ride it in their own cars. It was allegedly a trip planned by Kathy Hilton, which to me alludes to the fact that Kathy probably will be coming back next season with her own diamond, and she's earned it, and she should. they and I gotta figure out this sound so I can have y'all come in too and get on this crystal situation. Hold on, let me just, y'all, I am so annoyed with this sound not working. Oh, I fixed it. Yay, I fixed it. Okay, so oh good, somebody's here. So Tommy, you can put up the link. Okay, so let's break down this episode because I gotta talk about it. I was triggered. All right, I see a see before you be student. I love y'all today. I'm not talking about money. So shake your head up and down if we're talking about social media and reality TV and mess. If it's a student question, let's wait to the end. Is that okay? Okay, because I love y'all and I got you. All right. So all right, put the hey Crystal, hey Princess, hey, put the link up, Tommy, on the screen again. There we go, Tommy. Y'all come through. I fixed my sound. Okay, so I'm so disgusted and triggered by this episode for 8 million reasons. One, Garcelle, number one, Garcelle is a Haitian American. So all this stuff that, like, bravo, you should have legit scrapped this episode. You should have redone it like y'all did the episode with Kenya Moore where she wore that Native American headdress to save. You shouldn't have had this gas. Let's break the black woman, strong black woman episode. Let's gaslight the black woman episode. Let's gang up on the black woman episode. We shouldn't have had this. Y'all shouldn't have done it. Let's gang up on the Haitian American black woman when in Texas, folk running around lassoing with whips and chains Haitian immigrants are seeking asylum in this country. Bravo, how tone deaf can you be? How tone deaf can you be? And let's get into Lisa Rinna. The reason she got so much smoke. Hey, Louis, enough. The reason Lisa Rinna, in my humble opinion, has so much smoke for Garcelle is because Garcelle is very booked and busy. Garcelle is now a co-host on The Real. Garcelle, it was in Coming to America too. I don't care if it flopped. She still was in a movie with Eddie Murphy. What you doing, Renna, other than selling diapers? And ain't nobody buying them dusters on QVC no more. So that's why you so desperate on this show to tear down the beautiful, strong black woman who actually has storylines that people would want to be invested in. Because all your storylines is mess. Okay? All your storylines are mess. I'm bringing the student in so she can tell me what she got. Hey.
Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I fixed it.
Okay. Hey, Buffy. How you doing?
I'm much better. Thank y'all for putting up with my being sick. I'm good now. Go ahead. What you got?
So I've been looking at your commentary for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That is my show. I love it. And the way they're treating Garcelle, I'm not here for it. I need to watch the new episode. I haven't watched that yet. RHOP. Oh my God, it's a mess. It's a mess, though.
Yeah, that mama, Candace mama ain't no. Give Mama Joyce or whatever Candace mama name a run for her money, honey.
Right, she's all up in their business. Like, get out on her. Right, like, oh my God, yeah. But I have one question for you. So I'm not able to get into the course because I logged in there and it says no courses are available for you at this time. So I'm wondering, is it because the course subscription expired?
How long has it been since you logged in?
I logged in 2 weeks ago because I wasn't able to access my course.
Okay, Tommy, get in the chat with our student and reset her login access. Yeah, I don't know. Some people have been, some folks it's for some other reasons. In your case, it may just be a technical glitch. But yeah, if you ever email Crawl Before You Ball at C4UB at BuffyLLC.com, Tommy will get on it immediately.
Okay, because I tried to email them, but I didn't get a response back. What is the email again? It's Crawl.
Let's see. I'm gonna put it. Tommy, put it in the chat. Tommy. Tommy gonna put it in the chat for you.
Okay, because I'm almost done. I'm on 77%, and I have been enjoying the course. And I was like, no, like I just want to finish out the course. I was right before you get to the spreadsheets and stuff.
Yeah,
I have been doing what you've been telling me to do. I have been charging my credit cards, and now I'm in the process of starting my own business. I just registered my LLC, so I'm going to create my photography business. I created a TikTok, so I'm definitely going to follow you on as well. So I just been trying to get out of my shell. I'm very shy. So I just been trying to get out of my shell, and I'm just trying to jump into this new season of just being, just going above and getting out of my shell. So I'm excited. I'm just
I'm
ready
proud of
to
you.
yeah,
This is so great. So
yeah.
follow me and then comment on one of my pages and tell on one of my comments and say I'm a
Mm-hmm.
student and I will follow you back. And
Okay.
I will support when you start posting some of your artistry with your photography business. I will definitely repost it on my, I got a little small social media following, but
Yeah. Following is great. Like,
oh,
as long as you have,
I'm saying compared
yeah.
to the other folk, but I'm
Okay.
happy to support and promote. It makes me
Mhm.
so happy that you're doing a small business. My next Crawl Before You Ball endeavor, of course, is going to be about small business.
Excited. I've just been so unhappy at my job, and I'm
Hire
just
yourself, honey. Anybody has time to be dealing with these employers who ain't treating their employees who make them
right,
all really well.
right. But I need to watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I need to
Go
get one.
watch it. You know what? I didn't finish the episode. I stopped after gaslighting. So you'll see.
Okay.
It's a mess. So yeah, but I'm so proud. And y'all, shout out if you've not taken my course. Tell them how your experience with the course.
It has been really great, you guys. Please sign up. We have a lot of financial issues passed down, generational trauma. So just sign up. It's really, really affordable, inexpensive. And she will definitely take you through the course. There's actually a community board where you can network with other people and you can ask questions, and we're all in it together, you guys. But it's really informative. It really
I'm at to hire you. I'm at to hire you, honey. You might be my services, honey. Good job.
Right, but it has really taught me that I have money issues, and it's not about counting money or being able to budget. It's about the mental.
Yep,
It's all about the mental.
Yep,
So,
yep,
yeah,
yep,
it's all about the mental. And I wanted to ask you: have you been watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City?
No, but I'm going because Mary is
crazy. She's crazy.
I've seen clips and I've commented on clips where her doing all that crazy stuff with all those labels, and I am not people wearing their assets.
I'm not either. I'm not all about assets and property. But how do you feel about the Erica situation, Erica and Tom situation?
So everybody all of a sudden is feeling bad about Tom Girardi because he looks visibly like, another person. But when you facing jail time, allegedly, for defrauding all these people hundreds of millions of dollars, it'll take a toll on your body and your mental health. So no, I don't feel sorry for Tom Girardi. I did see that comment where they asked him, did he believe if Erica knew what he was doing? And he said, yeah, I think she knew. I think he was very clear in that response. You've not seen that clip. And I think Erica's full of it. I think Erica was spending that money, them people's money. And pursuing this fake behind career that nobody, whatever, that she just, had to have. And now she's caught. And she's doing whatever she can to stay above water monetarily, meaning sell her soul to Bravo, which
exactly.
Bravo will turn your behind in 3 seconds. They don't care and get their whistleblower fee.
No, and use you and broadcast you to do it too as well.
Right, they sharks.
Yeah, they are.
So now, did you see the email Tommy put in the chat?
Okay, I'm gonna go back to it.
No. I'm gonna pin it right here. It's on the screen. There you go.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm gonna definitely email them and reach out. But yes, guys, please join the course. Very helpful. And I'm gonna definitely follow you on TikTok.
And I'll look in just to say, hey, it's me from class, and I'll follow you back. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye, Buffie.
When you finish your course, do the 30-day detax.
Okay.
And take your journal and do all that, because I have something very special. I'm gonna start blessing people like Oprah, paying off bills. And so do what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
Rewarded. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Mabel!
Hey, I have missed you. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you so much. I missed you too. How you doing?
Ooh, going through some things, but I'm good. My daughter's laptop crashed. I can't get her another one, so we're trying to figure out how to do her schoolwork. But it could be worse. And I tell myself that all the time. It could always be way worse. So she figured it out.
The laptop broke?
It literally crashed. we can't see it. It's the school laptop, and they're saying 2 weeks before they can replace it. And the one I have won't. It's just
Why does
first of
school
all,
need 2 weeks to replace her laptop?
they don't have it to replace. That's all I'm gonna say. So
Girl,
what they're doing is I go every Monday. They drop off her packet. She does the packet of homework. They pick it up Friday. So we're just doing it that way. And she's motivated. So at least she's still motivated.
girl, send me an email, girl. I'll get her. I mean, not no $1,000 laptop, but I can get her a little, send me an email. I'll get her a new laptop. Ain't no time
I
for
will
that.
send you an email. Well, first of all, she and I have been talking about the stuff that's going on in the world with Haiti and all that stuff. And I feel, I'm glad that she sees the things that we weren't shown
Yeah,
at my age, because we didn't see, like, it was happening then too. And I've told her it has always been there.
yeah,
People are just showing it to us in color.
yeah, yeah.
And it is, I don't even know how to explain it, like to see like the fear. And I've never had to experience that. So, and I tell her all the time, I've never had that fear because of my color or because I'm an immigrant or because of those things. I've never had to experience it. I can empathize and sympathize, but you got people out here acting like it's no big deal. Yes, it is. And when Garcielle sat there and said at the table that she didn't feel like she was included, don't minimize how she feels, whether it's true or not. Don't minimize her feelings. See, you don't want me to minimize your feelings, Lisa, when people are talking shit about Harry being gay and having a whole nother lover, or when
Or
people are talking about
allegedly an alcoholic and everything else, right?
allegedly, right? And that's what I'm saying. And my daughter doesn't agree with me on this, but I felt like Crystal should have said something, because at the end of the day, Crystal, you're not a white woman at that table.
Right, girl,
You are not.
You Chinese, you ain't white. Just because your husband's white, honey, don't
Right.
be white. And nor should you want to
Right.
be white. It started up with, yes, I was very much not happy about the fact that Bravo allegedly was like showing all this culture with, Garcelle's Haitian dinner and with Crystal's always making some damn dumplings and all this other stuff. And then when the issue is the fan, when it's time for minorities to stick together,
Yeah.
you a mute. You ain't got nothing to say, Crystal. You're quiet. You ain't got nothing to say. Like, you a whole white woman at that table and ain't got nothing to say.
And that's kind of my issue. You can say what you want, right or wrong, but not saying anything. I don't like that, because I'll speak on it, whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong. It's like everybody has booty holes. We all have our opinions, and you should have said something. It didn't even have to be aggressive. You could have been like, you know what, that's how she feels, and I don't think we should minimize it. See, that didn't bring race into it. You're just saying, I hear you, and I get what you're saying.
But you know what? Why people always come out, don't bring race into it. Race is in our lives every day. When I wake up and I go out into the world.
But you know why they say that? Because they've never had to experience it, Buffy. And I've said this before. I wasn't always an ally until I began to. I've always dated black men, but until I had children of color, I never really understood it. Unfortunately, it shouldn't take that kind of learning lesson for everyone. That's why I tell people, try to educate yourself, read, ask people, like, don't inundate them too much to where they're like, B, I'm tired of talking to you about it. But you have to make the change. You have to be the change, whether you're white, black, purple, or green. And unfortunately, some people aren't going to hear you no matter what.
Yeah.
And when you sit at a table full of white women, because they haven't experienced these things, they don't care, because it doesn't affect them. That's like people when we were going through the pandemic and they were trying to give us money. They didn't have to worry. The people that were voting on it, they didn't have to worry about how they were paying their rent or if their grandkids and kids were taken care of. We did.
Right.
So it's not only a race issue, it's a money issue. It's a lot of other issues. But I follow another YouTuber, and we were talking about Miss Nicki Minaj, and I want to explain to you, I have never received so much hate in my life.
I'm not saying nothing about Nicki. I don't want none of that smoke. So you ain't getting no comment from me.
This is all I want to say. Everybody has a story, and this was my big thing. They tried to say that Nicki was a victim, and this is all I'm going to say about that. You can't be a victim when you go in willingly to a relationship of someone and know their history. That is all I'm saying.
I ain't say
And
that. I love you, but
they're not gonna come for you. They don't pay to see you. They can't stand your ass.
people love to come for me, honey. If I wake up and yawn, they gonna come for my black earth. But anyway, I
Don't
love
forget,
you.
Louis paying too much.
They
I
right.
love you too.
Send me the email. I'll get her a laptop. I ain't got no problem with that.
All right, I'll send you an email. Love you guys.
Bye. All right. Hey.
How are you?
I'm much better. Thank you so much.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Oh, I got a super chat. I'm growing up. Toya, what a bitch got a super chat. I'm so hold on a second, honey, because I gotta acknowledge this super chat. You know, nobody don't give me nothing. I'm so annoyed by Real Housewives of Bravo at Beverly Hills at this point. I said Bravo. Why does the black lady have to cry before they acknowledge her feelings? Yeah, you know, they want to break everybody down. Now, hey, how you doing? I think I recognize your voice.
Yeah, this is TLW. I just wanted to call in because it's very rare that I'm actually conscious at this point and I'm able to catch you live.
I appreciate you.
And you know, you better stop messing with Uncle Grandpa.
Oh, David. Did you see I threw that whole pillow at him? Everybody was mad.
Yes.
Honey. They were so mad. Why are my children being so loud?
What really tickled me was you out in the front yard with Louis and Prada yelling at the lady who was yelling at them. Yo,
don't come around here talking about my children. They could be loud if they want to. Now I could yell at them, but nobody else can.
That cracked me. Oh, that tickled me so badly, Buffy. Like I'm like, no, she ain't out in the front yard.
And you notice David kept doing what he was doing. Like, that's my wife. That what she do. That what she do.
Too funny. Do you wait? I still be sending you stuff on Instagram. Like I sent you the one the little boy was running from that chicken. Just a little kiki, you know, just to laugh.
Right in my day. No, I appreciate it. It's so lovely. Now get into it. Tell me what you think about them girls on Beverly Hills.
I said it a long time ago on All About the Tea, like how definitely how they treat Garcelle, like how what's her name? Diane Carroll was treated on Dynasty.
Ooh,
how you don't like, even with all your success and all your accomplishments, you'll never belong to you never belong in this group or whatever. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I don't think it's a color thing. I think color is a part of it, but to me, it's more about a class thing. Like they see her as beneath. Like, you're beneath us. Mm-hmm. And the Asian lady that I said it in the comment. I was like, I said that proximity to whiteness is the golden ticket.
Yeah, it is.
That's the golden ticket. And what's funny is I remember that saying that they said about, the Holocaust and about, when they came for the Jews, I did nothing. When they came for the gays, I did nothing. When they came for these people, I did nothing. But when they came for me, there was nobody around to do something. And that's that whole thing with that Asian lady. They might not do it this season, but they'll probably do it next season or the season after that. They're gonna come for you.
They're gonna come for her, and Garcelle gonna be like, girl. Yes, they are gonna come for her. It's Garcelle's season, and like I said, Lisa Rinna is big mad because Garcelle is very booked and very busy. And what is Lisa Rinna doing? Remember, they both actresses now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And Garcelle is in movies with Eddie Murphy recently, not 20 years ago, was 20 years ago and recent, and she's on The Real. And Rinna ain't doing nothing but sitting around being messy on this darn show, and she mad. She a hater. Period. Because it doesn't make any sense why she's coming so hard for Garcelle. And because, the audience recognizes Real, and Garcelle's being nothing but real and authentic. And Sutton, too. Shout out to Sutton. They all talking smack about Sutton. Everybody's scared of Erica. I don't know why. Erica ain't got no money to do nothing. The one y'all need to be worried about is Sutton and Kathy. Sutton is getting $300,000 a month. Alimony, honey. In addition to the lump sum she got from her divorce from a man who made his money from real, not crime. Erica.
Exactly. Something with them tender chicken legs, you know.
Tiny yawns, yes. But
Exactly.
yeah, I'm here for Sutton. Sutton spoke up. Sutton speaks up. But yeah, no, you make a very good point. It is very classist. It's very elitist. When really all of them bras, except for Kathy and Sutton, is new money. I mean,
Exactly.
they all do Riche.
Yeah, Kyle needs to to me. Kyle really needs to check herself. Like, you got the dope fiend sister who's pill popping and doing Lord knows what in the corner. You know, Kathy's doing what she's doing, and like none of you chicks really come from money. You married it. You were in the right place at the right time, and you married it. You know, kudos to you. And I'm not gonna, hate on the game or hate the player, but at the same time, like Dory, girl.
Child, your man lost $1 billion. You need to be the main one to sit down. She shouldn't have had nothing to say about Erica's situation because it hits a little bit too close to home. Even PK said, "Oh yeah, I lost $1.5 billion. I filed for bankruptcy for that." Y'all need to be real quiet.
Exactly. And it's just it to me it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I don't know what it is with these whole like, say, upper echelons of reality TV, like the Bravo reality TV and the other ones. But to me, and I've been feeling this way for a while, it's like the VH1 shows, the Basketball Wives, the Love and Hip Hops, and what have you. It seems to me that these producers, each and every season, year after year after year, it seems like they keep trying to push you women, Married to Medicine included. They keep trying to push you women, just gently keep nudging you to really get physical. They really want you to get physical and have the knockdown, drag out fights and the hair pulling and the rolling around on the floor. They keep trying to bring it closer to a Jerry Springer Geraldo-ish kind of show, and it's just like, and some of the chicks you could tell are ready to go there and would love to entertain that, but the other ones like go up to the line, they don't cross it, and you have the ones that are just like, I want no part of that, and then those contracts don't get renewed for another season.
So like, you make a very good point. Like in the situation or the case with Garcelle, I'm certain that some certain producers thought, oh, we're gonna get a Teresa Giudice situation on this show, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where the ratings have been lacking since Lisa Vanderpump left. Let's just all keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the opportunity now to bring a Black woman on this show, and hopefully she's gonna bring us some of that stereotypical sass and all the stereotypical stuff that white folks like to watch Black women do on these shows, which make them feel better, some white women, about themselves. And so Garcelle's not playing into those stereotypes, and they're not happy. So, obviously been there, get it, somebody comes to uterus, and I don't jump on the stage and beat up behind, producers mad because you're not doing what they want you to do, right? You're messing up their plan. And so how can we break you down? And this was the Let's Break Down the Strong Black Woman episode. And I was so very upset about it. It was clear that Renna had been given the directive from production, get this bitch to cry. Make her cry. Make her cry. At all costs, make her cry. Do whatever you can. Make her, put her on an island, make her cry. Or get her to punch somebody out. Because we live for that. Because that's when we get all the ratings. They don't care. They don't care. And you're right. When you don't subscribe to that, then you're deemed difficult because you're not playing into what they think recalcitrant, loud, ghetto Black women that they have cast on these shows are supposed to do. And everybody, no shade, love her with all my heart. Everybody ain't Jocelyn. Period.
And it's like, but Jocelyn gets to be the spicy Latina.
Right.
And spicy like that everybody likes.
Right. But one good thing about Jocelyn is Jocelyn's been smart. She came out of that situation, got her own shows on Zeus, and is making her money and using the same whatever to further her own longevity, because she knows that it's only so long you can do that mess. And
exactly.
So,
before you age out of it and look pathetic.
Right. And so, but yeah, it's a mess. It's all a mess. And I really felt for Garcelle. I didn't finish the episode. After that scene, I turned it off. I was so upset. I was like, oh, it hit a little bit too close to home. Of course, in my situation, it was a whole bunch of Black broads who did it to me for a check. Pimping your pain for a profit is the business that they are in. And they just have no scruples.
And I just find it weird, I don't know if they did it to you, but I know it's done where it's like, you know, these producers, they get this nastiness going, and you know they treat you a certain way, and then they get what they get, and then they come back to you, and then they want to be your friend. Oh, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're back. Like that phoniness. I can't. I don't like stuff like that.
But I read the producers for that. I used to be like, child, you don't like me. This is a job. I would say that. They know that. They're like, no, Buffy, we really do. I'm like, no, you're so nice. And some of them do, because the real ones who left after my season because it was just too much, that I still have lunch with occasionally and stuff, you know, yeah, I get it. But the vast majority of them, it's all a game. Producers are evil people. They just are. They have to be. You can't be in that job and have a conscience. You've got to be a sociopath. Real talk, because the stuff that they do, the stuff they have to do for that job or choose to do, you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, choose, because in situations like that, I say to myself, because I'm real, and I'm you know, don't care for that, and I don't put myself in those situations. But to me, it's like, what part of you do you have to kill or really silence to make it all right for you to do what you're doing?
Empathy. Yeah.
Girl.
I know that's a whole nother show, honey. Love you dearly.
All right. Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Tracy, how are you? And
I'm good. How are you?
I'm coming for you next, Tony. I'm better. I'm so much better. Thank y'all so much for hanging in there with me during my little trials. What you got going on, girl?
All right. So I'm a preface this by saying this is my opinion. This has nothing to do with Buffy. Buffy don't feel this way. This is all me. Okay, let me start there.
I'm ready for it.
I've been giving Crystal the side eye since like episode 2. I was like, Crystal, you are really taking on Garcelle's feeling and flipping it to be your own. And me as, you know, a person of color, I was like, you really are striking me as one of those. I'm Asian, but I became a person of color when 45 got into the White House. But before then, you know, I was close to whiteness. So I wasn't really a person of color. I didn't use that to identify myself, is what Crystal was giving me. And this episode, I was like, oh, see, I felt it. I felt it. And I was like, this just solidified. I was like, oh, she clearly had to be all right. Mm-hmm.
You don't have to exclude me from that belief. I agree with you 100%. Honey, I like I said in my little recap, I was like, where the Asian chick? You're a whole Chinese woman, honey. Did you forget just a few months ago they was whipping y'all in the streets too? You just forgot.
No, she's definitely giving me that whole, I became a person of color when 45 got into the office. But before then, before then,
she was a whole white woman. And as a woman, and as a minority woman married to a whole lily white man, and I can say that because his ass is, just because you is in an interracial marriage to a white man don't mean you white, nor should you want to be. And one of the things I think people are fascinated by me and David's relationship is I am authentically who I am, and he is authentically who he is at all times, whether my in-laws here, my parents here, anybody. And that's how you have longevity in marriage. It looks like to me that you know, all this showing her making dim sum and all this crap, that's just for optics. It ain't about really having no authenticity and being a minority, because she should have been the main one to speak up for Garcelle. She should have been like, instead of Kathy Hilton off the rails behind talking about she understands what it feels like to be on an island. What she meant was to be the richest broad in the room, but
I
gave Kathy a pass on that, because that's what Kathy meant. Like, y'all peasants. I'm used to being that what Kathy meant. But Crystal should have been the main one to say, yes, I understand. She didn't even get up and console Garcelle. Did you notice that?
Look, not at all. You know why? Because she realized, she went back to her true nature, which is, you know, I'm close to whiteness, so that ain't my problem.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, girl, you giving it to me. Now, I will say this. I don't want Kathy to be a diamond holder. I like Kathy. I really
She
do.
may be a friend.
I like her as a friend. I like because she's like, she gives me just enough Kim, because I loved Kim. She gives me just
Yeah,
enough Kim, kind of kooky, kind of quirky,
yeah.
right? But I feel like if she get a full-time Diamond, that's going to get old and frustrating to me. So I'm like, I don't need you with a Diamond. I need
They
you
gave
right
her
where you
one.
at.
She got a diamond. They need to retrieve it
No.
and give it to
Yeah.
Kathy Hilton for next season. Because Crystal and them ugly leather pants. No, honey.
Listen.
The stars of the show this season are Garcelle and Sutton. Period.
What?
Erica.
Listen.
Erica thinks she the star child. Bravo pimped you, girl, and you're gonna be all the way in jail like Teresa Giudice, and they're gonna have them cameras down there and put money on your books. Period.
Listen. So I will say this. So I was like, okay. I was like, all right, fine. But I am not a Lisa Rinna fan.
No,
Start off by saying that. Okay.
Rinna.
So Lisa Rinna, I need you to own it. I need you to own that, Erica supposedly put money in your daughter's business and put money into your business. I need you to own it. I need you to own your part of it. Where is your owning it? What happened to that? Is it because some money done slid your way?
Yeah,
Is that what that was?
that's why she's so ride or die for.
I need you to own it. I need you to own it. I need you to own it. Isn't that what you told Denise? I need you to own it. I need you to own it.
Really, all that is let's break down the strong Black woman. And Rinna was happy to take the assignment because she jealous because Garcelle's booked and busy. Period. That's all that was. It was. And really, them producers casted Garcelle because they wanted a stereotypical Black woman. And Garcelle's been nothing but real and honest and authentic and not for the bull crap. And they mad because she ain't pulling hair and throwing wigs and acting like Rinna and them act. And they feel cheated when we don't do what they want us to do in that space, honey. They feel cheated. That's what they did to me, honey. When all we can do is figure out how to break you down and make your behind cry, since you won't tussle and beat the elder OBGYN's ass for talking about your uterus. Anyway, love you.
Bye.
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 Sweetie. How are you?
Good.
I'm good and messy today. I feel better. I put on a little lipstick for y'all. Y'all see I ain't putting nothing else on because y'all see this under there. But anyway, how you doing?
Good. I'm happy to see you.
Happy to see you too. Get into this episode, honey. Read these girls for filth. I can't wait.
Oh, I know. Yeah, but Kathy Hilton, she cool with me. It's like it kind of bothered me as a viewer a little bit that she didn't attend Garcelle's dinner, and then she didn't invite Garcelle to her dinner, or not her dinner, but they had like a little spa thing going on, and she didn't invite her to that. So I'm like, what's up with that?
Yeah.
But other than that, I like her. She ain't really did nothing too wrong to me in my eyes.
Yeah, she just kind of clueless and like elitist, and I think some of her stuff is she just the child. She just live in a bubble.
Yeah, and Garcelle, to me, she the class. She the Black queen of the show. They can't do nothing to her. She the best looking one on the show.
Facts.
And Sutton, at first, I was like I like Sutton, but at first I ain't like the way she had treated Crystal. But I'm like, you know what? I'm past that. I like her now.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't got really nothing bad to say about her. But Kyle, I'm gonna get on her.
Yes.
I think she's so shady. She's an instigator. She's sitting up there talking about Sutton. You need to say something. But why didn't you say anything to Erica? All the private conversations you didn't have with her. You didn't tell her that you was doing them Google alerts on your phone trying to find out everything that's going on with her case. And you've been questioning her and her stories behind her back, and you ain't woman enough to tell her to her face.
Facts.
I'm like, you shady as you Miss Shady Boots of the show.
Right. You probably a producer, child, without the credit on the screen. Real talk. Y'all know they do that.
Yeah, I can see why I think Kim probably likes Kathy better than she do her.
Mm-hmm.
And love her better too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, yeah, you ain't fooling nobody. Yeah, you the OG, but at the same time, you the messy OG.
Right.
You the joke OG. You don't represent the original joke OGs at all.
No.
You can continue to go back and sit in the background and grow some balls yourself.
Correct. What you think about Rena and them lips and her mouth?
Before I get to her, I want to get to Dorit.
Oh, get Dorit.
I'm gonna get her and Erica last. But Dorit, or should I say Dorita chips? She's stale. It's like she not crunchy. You know how good Dorito chips taste at first when you first open them and they fresh. It's like the more Dorit opens her mouth, it's like piss and poop comes out of it. It's like she's diarrhea of the mouth. She don't know how to shut up, and the more she talks, the more stale she sounds. And I'm like, come on, honey, your husband, I like him better than I do you. He's
right. He can't need to get a whole diamond. Agreed. Peter Thomas of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, to me, she just plain, and for her to sit up there and try to challenge Garcelle, honey, please, you ain't woman enough to take on Garcelle.
No.
Garcelle, if you really make her mad, I think she would chew her up and spit her out.
She would eviscerate her. And then it's talking about in all these languages. Bitch, Garcelle speak many languages too. Well, she tried it with that comment. Garcelle was like, congrats.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way I felt. I'm like, them languages, that don't have nothing to do with the conversation at all. So you saying that did not make sense. Just like you didn't make sense saying it. You sound dumb and stupid. Like
probably don't even speak them languages well. If somebody actually went back, she probably not conjugating verbs properly. You know what I mean? I want somebody to do a deep dive on that and break her down with that.
Yeah. So she need to she need to be, like I said, learn how to listen to people. Maybe she'll learn something.
Yeah.
Cause I like her that she fashionable, but at the same time, I heard that she had a lot of plastic surgery and that she didn't look like the way she look now. She didn't used to look like that. So I'm like, if that's true, then you full of plastic and you need to be recycled in the trash. And then Lisa Rinna, should I say her with her muffin bucket top wearing hairstyle. She need to hire a new hairstylist, because it's like when she have wigs and stuff on, she still don't look right.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, girl, you need to hire somebody who know how to do hair, because no matter how you look, you still look bad. She just as fake as her lips.
Yeah.
And then she gonna sit up there and brag about her daughter dating Scott. I'm like, Scott is tired, he threw, and he delayed.
I feel like it was a stunt. Don't you think it was kind of like a stunt? I feel like she thought that was gonna land more and it was gonna get them like Kardashian level vibes on Beverly Hills with that story. I don't think it was that much. It was like, they do those little placements, those little dating like Jen and Ben kind of situations.
Yeah, but recently that I heard on the internet that her daughter broke up with Scott. I'm like, good girl, you need to run. Because he give me creep vibes. He give me predator vibes. I'm like, you too old to be dating that girl anyway, and you got 3 kids. Like, seriously, and you washed up and cracked up, like, for real. Like, the Kardashians don't even want nothing to do with you.
Right, and that says a lot.
The only reason why they communicate with you is for the kids, or at least Courtney for the kids. And Courtney, to me, I mean, she kind of upgraded celebrity-wise with Travis, but he looked like a train wreck too. I mean, I'm like, girl,
like a whole wet flea,
like a wet goat. It's like, girl, you ain't got no good taste in men. Pretty as you are, you ain't got no good taste in men.
And she's the only one that's natural. Like, girl, what's going? But anyway, forget them girls. I can't wait to hear you get into Erica and what's her name?
Oh, Lisa. Yeah, Lisa, and Lisa, instead of trying to check Garcelle and call her out, won't you worry about where your husband been? Because he ain't been in them many episodes. It's like after that dinner, he came for the Reese event. I'm like, where was he at during all them times? You need to be wondering, is he cheating or where is he at? What he doing behind your back when you not watching?
Mm.
Like,
Mm.
girl, you need to go somewhere and sit down. And you like I said, she fakes her lips and her personality sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So how long are you gonna wear that hair like that? You've been wearing that hair that way for years.
Get it to Erica, please.
Okay, Erica. Oh, Miss knockoff Marilyn Monroe. She caught up in so many lies that she don't know what to say next. It's like,
Yeah, what she said allegedly. What you think about that? When she said, "Oh yeah, allegedly."
yeah, that's a lie because that's a lie, girl. Come on now, get your facts straight, get your story straight. It's like a line in one of her songs, like that she came out with. She like, I'm a temptress, I'm a pretty mess. Yeah, you are a mess, a hot mess who can't sing. You need to learn how to sing because, and then you talk about you gonna come at Sutton if she call you a liar again. It's like, what you gonna come at her with your glam squad?
Right, they gone. They done left clearly. Them checks ain't clearing no more.
You don't have no money to even afford a lawyer, and plus Tom, if he deludes or has dementia like you say he does, he don't have time to sue Sutton.
Nah, he ain't worried about Sutton. That man trying to fight for his life. Mm-mm.
And Sutton not even coming at him. She was trying to tell you how she felt about your lies, basically, and you couldn't handle the heat. So you sitting up there.
Not to mention, and I'm glad they finally are showing the clips where Sutton reached out to her and was like, "Yo, girl, I've been through a divorce with a high-powered man who, you need to have a friend who has some money who can sustain you." And Sutton offered to give her a loan, and she turned it down. She being Erica, but like for y'all to be gaslighting Sutton and acting like she ain't a good friend, that's a good friend to be like, "Girl, you need me to spot you $1 million until this get over with." Because I've been through this, and they will hide their money, they'll do all this stuff. Like nobody ain't talking about the fact that this girl reached out to her and was like, "Yo, you want me to give you some money alone and you can pay me back whenever?" That's what I call a good friend. But and so of course Sutton was like worried when she was like, "Well, sure, I'm gonna offer this girl some money. Is this stuff real? I need to be careful." And so she had every right to ask questions. And, Sutton strike me as the type as if she did loan Erica that money, she probably wouldn't tell nobody. She strikes me as the type that probably wouldn't say that. I think she said it because she was like, "Yo, y'all need to get up off of me." But anyway, I love you. My back room is filling up. Give me a read on somebody.
Yeah, Erica, I'm hopefully at that reunion that she get on her three good Judies, the people that she in the clique with, like Shady Cow, Muffin Top, Muffin Top bucket head wearing Lisa with the fake lips and personality, busted lips, and get on Dorito Chip.
Yeah,
them the ones you need to get on and leave them other girls alone. And Crystal, she's a Miss Pick Me.
Yep.
She is. I'm disappointed in her.
Me too.
She's so pick me and she trying to fit into the group. I'm like, come on, girl. She got that new girl sigil.
She does, and she chose the wrong team. I agree with you.
Yeah,
I've been missing you so much. Thank you for calling.
Yep, you have a good day. Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye. Love you too. Hey, girl. Hey. Let me acknowledge 2B Black Native, y'all. I'm not used to getting those super chatsies. When they turn that on, they must have turned on. Y'all don't know nothing about YouTube. Thank you. Welcome back. The same is Married to Medicine with Jackie. I don't know, like when someone is believing in God, they are not infertile. Yeah, child. She meant that with all her soul, calling me infertile, evil behind. Either way, thank you so much for my super chat. Y'all nobody don't never give me nothing. Well, you did for my hips. my lip kit from you. Thank you so much for my super chat. Okay, get into it. I'm ready for this breakdown from you, Miss Princess.
Look at him. You know I don't watch the
whites.
Beverly Hills Housewives.
It's a black on there. You need to watch.
The wise women. You know, I'm gonna tell you what had happened was I used to watch the wise women, okay? And then somewhere in there it had got real boring to me. Because, you know, in my life I've just taken on this week that it's my destiny to live like a rich white woman. Okay. And I really came to that fruition because now the children's is all gone, okay?
Yeah.
And you know, the men's is he only lived part-time. So I live by myself. So yesterday I had to wash my quilts and stuff. So I had to take them to the actual laundromat. And that meant I had to take stuff downstairs by myself. And then I find myself having to carry things, and I'm not used to this. So I was like, I got to clean up the house. Like, this is not what we do around here. The children do this. The business do this. And so I said, now I got to get me the help. Okay. I got to get me some permanent help. So I definitely got to get my money in order so I can live like the rich white woman that is on the inside of me and the Karen can come out. I had said I was going to watch this season. Everybody said, oh, you should watch it. You should review it. But I've seen certain things that y'all talking about, and I've heard certain things. And that damn Norris over there, I don't know where he pulls these reads from, honey. He damn near needs to just get his own channel.
I know he does. He really does need to have his own channel. Norris, get your channel, boo.
To a Dorito. Okay.
he said they were soggy Doritos. It didn't have that crunch when you first opened the box, the bag.
I would have never thought of that. I know Doritos sound like Doritos, but to go that deep, honey, you did that. But I saw the piece where Sutton had said that she offered the woman money. Like now, me, because I'm growing up in my finances.
Yeah.
I do not loan out more than I can give away. And I'm going to tell you, most times I can't afford to give away nothing. Okay. So right now, what you say? I'm broke. Okay.
I'm broke.
I'm broke. I ain't got it. Okay. I got other dependents that I got to tend to. So for her to do that, you know, I wanted to see, I'm just nosy. I wanted to see Erica Jane fall or what the story was. I just could never get around to do the shit. And I did want to support Garcelle. But even I watched Garcelle on the reel and the show is kind of boring now. It has no zhuzh to it. I watched it the other day talking about them cheering, them boys, and raising them up, and she mad in her feelings because the daddy gonna teach them to drive. That's what they supposed to do, ma'am. That's what they supposed to do. So I think if she brought that kind of zhuzh to the show, then maybe I could hold my attention and watch them heifers, okay?
I know. I feel like you have to give Garcelle one more season because they kind of dump you into it and nobody really teaches you the ropes. You know what I mean? You kind of like are just thrown in and you got to figure it out. And just because she's been an actress doesn't mean she understands the reality. Right. And so I think she was surviving this season. I think next season she's seen what it is and she'll develop storylines and play along and do what she's comfortable doing with her ethics. You know, to keep her check or do whatever she's doing to get exposure, to continue to get gigs or whatever reason she chose to be on this show. But I say give her another season. And Sutton, I think. What you think about Kathy Hilton when Garcelle? Well, you didn't see it. So Garcelle said at the dinner when they made her cry, you know, basically a whole Color Purple speech. All my life I had to fight my mom or my dad, you know, and then start crying, which, you know, that probably took 7 hours. They probably kept going at her. Yeah. You know, been there. People think it's 5 seconds later. It's not. They keep
It
going.
means so much on the carnival floor.
They like, you can't leave. They block your car in. You can't go nowhere till you cry, Buffy. This is my pain. But that's what they did to Garcelle because they want to break the strong black woman. And so until they get their scene, everybody gonna have to keep working. So they do whatever they can. They did all that, and then she said basically, Garcelle said, my whole life, every room I go into, I'm different. And can you understand how that feels to be, basically the odd person out? And child, Kathy Hilton said, I can. The wealthiest one there said, I can.
You know why she said that? Because y'all be missing the YouTube premiums. Pay for the YouTube premiums because it's worth it. And you ain't got to watch commercials. Okay, you get free music. There is a documentary from her daughter. Okay. And her daughter, it gave me a whole different view of that heifer. Okay. You think she's dumb. And, she plays this blonde,
No, I never thought Paris was dumb. Paris made her own money. No.
But that is the air that she puts on. Even most of the documentary, she spoke in her normal voice. She wasn't like, I think that was hot. She talked about the creation of that character. She talked about the creation of how she was a child and she was an actor and, how she loved to dress up. But they did parts about her parents, especially Kathy Hilton, and how out of all the sisters, she was the broke one. Okay. And they talked about how regular for a while they had to live their life kind of regular. Still, upper echelon white people. But it was still regular far as the Hilton clan is concerned. She wasn't as pretty, or she didn't marry into, the family that they had planned for her. And so they ousted her, okay? So she was like the black sheep of the family, and they just was there. Honey. So I guess she would like to make that akin to being black.
I guess that's what she's trying to do. But no, Kathy, it failed, baby. Baby girl, it failed. It was an epic fail. It was wrong. And I ride for Kathy because Kathy would get in Doritos behind, honey, and did this episode where she was like, girl, enough of this. Didn't we solve this when I gave you that baccarat? I mean, whatever I said baccarat.
And I was excited about Kathy. I don't know why I might have to just binge watch the season for my own.
Watch it. It's actually decent this year. It's actually decent. And I need to hear your perspective. So
because I was excited about, I used to watch real good when both the Hilton sisters was on. And when they said that Kathy Hilton was bringing her assets on down there to the Beverly Hills, I said, well, this might be good because they just bring the drama. They bring the sauce. It's something about them.
What's going to happen is Kathy and Kyle going to get in a fight because the tension is already, because Kyle be saying some off, and Kathy will check on in a minute. And remember, let's not forget, she the older sister and the matriarch of that family. And, the Mrs. Hilton, honey, is how they refer to her. And one of the funny scenes from last night that you missed was she forgot she being Kathy her bag when they was going on this trip. And she called Kyle over like, I don't have my bag and my phone, like Kyle, one of her help workers. And Kyle was like, oh my God, I got enough to do. And she's like, well, call my house and get them to bring it. And she's like, who do I ask for? She was like, the lady. And Kyle was like, who is the lady? She's like, one of the ladies that work at my house.
The help.
So everybody know her today because she was like, child, the lady. Just ask for the lady and tell her to get me my bag. Child, it was so bad.
Sorry, somebody's scamming, want to call me. They never called me.
Well, I love you. Look beautiful. I see your lips popping. Y'all go get her lip popping.
Oh yeah, and I gotta give you a discount code. I never sent it, but I gotta set it. I think it's gonna be
so I can do my commercial.
Now look, I'm gonna do my commercial too, Buffy. I should get my glasses this week.
Yay!
I'm gonna get my glasses this week. They should be back, and then I can do my little commercial. I'm gonna do commercial.
Thank you. That's so cute. And when you taking my course?
I'm for real. Because I had called about a little praise support. But you're not doing finances today because I had a question.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to that, but today I just wanted to be messy.
I'm think I want to do it at the end of the month because I graduate in October.
Oh, yeah, I
So
forgot.
somewhere,
Yeah. You don't have the bandwidth right now. Yeah, when you get finished, come through because I really want to hear your perspective on it.
yeah,
Okay.
somewhere towards the end of this month, I'll probably, or towards the middle of the month, I'll probably start doing it because then my schedule will open up because I got another business. I might be start. I'm excited, and I find myself stuff you be telling me. I just mentioned this week. I said Buffy told me to do that, and it helped out. So now I got to get my pens and papers, and I'm like my rich white woman. I'm gonna be ready for an accountant.
You're gonna be a wealthy black woman. Forget them white women. Be your channel your inner wealthy black woman, honey. That's what you do. Take care. I love you. I got people in the back room. You know, I'll be trying to figure out how to navigate this. Have a good day. Bye. DJ, what's the wait a minute, what?
Hey Buffy, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Hey, listen, I do follow you on Instagram, and you are freaking hilarious. Oh my God,
Thank
hilarious.
you.
I look at your relationship with you and your husband. You guys are freaking amazing. But I wanted to call in. I think Griselle, this is her second season on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, correct?
I don't know, child. Probably, yeah.
I really wish the reason why I say that is because she came last season, and the reason why I tuned into it is because I wanted to see how this black woman was going to integrate in this white culture in Beverly Hills. Because then you have not just the white culture, but you have the Hollywood culture, and being a part of that is just another game in and of itself. So I wanted to see how that was going to play out for her, and I know she was kind of reserved during that first season, but now she's kind of like she's letting some things out. I really wish she would really just be Griselle. I think that she's holding back still. I think she's still holding back. And even in the episode on last night, the tears that I feel that she was crying was not necessarily tears. People misinterpret tears and emotion for weakness, which is so stupid. And I really wish, like, your husband is a person who, I guess his background is in mental health, right?
Yeah, he's a psychiatrist. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really wish he would kind of tune into and maybe have him on the show to talk about some of those misnomers and some of those lies that are being spewed out there about people who have emotion about. It's really important for you to have emotional intelligence. It's really important for you to be able to express your emotions and your feelings. And I like how she was expressing, although I feel she was still being reserved. And in the fact that I really think that she was trying to hold back and think about the black culture that she
Yep.
represents
Yep.
in
Yep.
the midst of all of these white people, because you have to understand that is a huge responsibility to carry on a network where a whole lot of white privileged Americans, like Kathy, I think her name was Kathy, right?
Kathy
Hilton, is that her
Hilton.
name? Yeah, Kathy Hilton. I think when she was relating to Griselle in that moment, I think she really thought that she was really on the same level of of feelings of trying to relate to her. But to be honest with you, Kathy does not know what it feels like to be cast down, to be pushed aside, to always be the last person on the totem pole. She doesn't know, she does not understand what that rejection feels like. And then when you finally make it to a certain level, how to maintain that and still continue to climb and be great. And I think that Griselle is in that moment right now. Is like, hey, doors have opened up for me. I'm on the real. I'm, on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I want to continue in this space, but I also want to grow. And I don't want to give people too much of what I feel, because then people will start misqualifying or misclassifying, and then pointing the finger. Well, this black woman is just angry. This black woman is just all of the things that people want to say about black women. So I really wish that she would kind of just be Garcelle, because she's a beautiful human being. Her attitude speaks for itself, and if she would just do that, I think that more doors were open. And I like the relationship that she have with Sutton. And
Yes,
Sutton
it's
is
great.
a
It's
rich
great.
white
That's a
woman,
rich white
but
woman.
she doesn't act privileged because
Nah.
she does know what it feels like to have to milk cows. She does
Yeah.
know what it feels like to have to plow fields. She understands what that looks like before she even got to that level. So I just think Griselle needs to open up a little bit more. And I'm really excited for her future. I like how she dealt with the Haitian situation on the real,
Me too.
and
Me
that's
too.
my perspective. That is
No,
my perspective.
everything you said is fantastic, and thank you for waiting. Also, in the back room, I will say, even if it is her second season, give Garcelle another season because it's
Yeah.
incredibly hard. And yes, I'm a one season wonder who chose to leave, but it's really hard. Like you said, when you're in the moment, all four cameras are on you. Everybody's
Hmm.
looking at you, all the producers, everybody there is on you, and you've got the weight of your whole race on your back. And
I'm
it's like,
telling you.
if I cuss this broad out, dot 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 is gonna happen. If I cry, dot 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 is gonna happen. She's running all that in her head in that
Hmm.
moment and having to react. And it is incredibly stressful. It is
Yes.
traumatizing. And you feel
Yes.
like you're on an island by yourself. And you see all these people around you gaslighting, like, you are wrong, you are wrong, you are wrong to feel this way, you are wrong to feel this way. And it really is emotional torture. It really is.
It
And
is.
you cannot really be human. It's hard to navigate that. And I speak from experience. Of course, mine was with Black women, but you're sitting there like, are these women really in my situation yelling at me, down at me, gaslighting me because I'm crying about the loss of babies? Yeah, they are.
Hmm.
They are, for a check. They're pimping your pain for a check. And so in the moment, it's like, if I jump on the stage and beat up this elder OBGYN because she just told everybody my private medical business, dot, dot, dot's going to happen to me. Right. And so you sit there and you've got to like put away your own feelings and have the
Yeah.
weight of your culture on your back because I'm going to be judged regardless. Right.
I
I
could
don't
I
have the
could
white
see
woman
that
privilege.
I could see that on your face in the moment when the camera came, I guess when the camera pinned in on you, I could see how your expression was like, wait a minute. No, we're
Yeah.
not gonna do this today.
Happening.
And
Right.
I think that in that initial shock is like, wait, how do I stand in this moment? Because I have to put on so many hats as a Black woman. And in this moment, I don't know which way to go. So your emotions come out and you're all over the place. Not necessarily all over the place, but
No,
your
you are.
emotions come
No,
out and
you
you're
are all over
crying.
the place. Yeah.
And you don't know how to actually respond because you know the cameras are rolling. You know that production is going to pick up this moment. And I think that Griselle, I really feel like she could have really handled that in another manner instead of just the tears and the crying because it's
I feel
always
like
being misinterpreted as being a weakness when it's not a weakness. Like,
I get it, but
guys, I'm trying to get you to relate to me and understand this is a hard place for me to be in. I'm being put into a franchise where I don't have any friends. First of all, even though they want to paint the picture that these are my friends, you guys are not my friends. I didn't know you prior to coming to this franchise. But then you're supposed to build these quote unquote authentic relationships, and then they're not being fair because they're not really as inviting into the group. They still have this classism, like they're above you.
oh
They're
yeah,
not
they're trash
necessarily
themselves, child.
they're not inviting you into their space. And so I loved like how in this season, like Mark Griselle invited the whole group of ladies into their home. They ate Haitian food. And I do
Some
like
of
how all of them did enjoy, not enjoy, but kind of ate at
some
the
of them
table.
maybe,
But
child.
you
They were
could
so
still see
sweet.
they was reserved. They
Oh
left
yeah,
on that particular. They even left early that night. Usually they're drinking and having a good time and spending a whole lot of time.
because it is what it is. You know what I mean? They can't even
She's
hide.
Black.
Right. They can't even hide it. And so, even when you're at Kathy's house and there's some dish that maybe you never heard of, you still eat it because why? Dot, dot, dot. You assume because she is white and she's a Hilton that it must be some whatever that you need to eat. But when you're at Garcelle's home and she is presenting dishes from her culture, you can put up your nose, or I don't eat fish, or I don't do this, or it's beneath me. Like it was giving real like elitist snob racism. You didn't do that at the Chinese girl's house. You ate everything she put on your plate and you ain't complain about it. And so, but yeah, I think, oh yeah, they said caviar pie. Exactly. But no,
Right.
I think that Garcelle was real and those tears were, I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. And so
That's what it is.
my inner dialogue, I can't. And so if I react the way I really want to, like that whole Dorit talking about you need to be real. No, she would kill Dorit. She would eviscerate Dorit with 3 words and a look.
Demolish.
And she knows that. And she knows she would be blamed. Like, that's the other thing. Like, we're not allowed or permitted to be human and raw and real because we're supposed to be superheroes, we being Black women. And so, that's why they work so hard to break down the Black women. Like I said, this was the let's make the strong Black woman cry episode, and I did not care for it at all. But
I didn't either. By the way, let me make one more comment. Okay. I just want to let you know that I just got braces in my mouth, so if I'm not pronouncing words correctly, please excuse me. Her name is Grisella. I'm sorry, guys.
He knows this guy. I saw that too.
Thank you. I got braces in my mouth and I got the rubber bands holding them together. I'm sorry, you guys. Have a good one.
Have a good day. Thanks for calling in. All right. Hey, girl. Last caller. Hey, last caller. How you doing? We saved the best for last. How you doing?
Hey, Buffy. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
First of all, I'm doing good. Listen, I'm sitting in my car. It's lunchtime, honey. But I said, Buffy is on. I was trying to run out here. I was in class. And I said, oh, please don't cut it off yet. Because I wanted to come on. First of all, I did send you an email and I put up a video, but I wanted to tell you, thank you so much for the donation for my classroom, those cleaning supplies and all of that. Everything has come in handy. We done already had 4 COVID cases in schools open, honey, but I'm just keeping it in prayer.
How are you doing?
But let me tell you something. Last night, that episode, I had a little anxiety, but I'm working through it. Like I said, what we talked about before with my sleeping, when they first told us that we had some kids that tested positive, I didn't really sleep well that night, but I'm better. I'm working through it, processing, I'm working through it. It's knock on wood, we just keeping it all in prayer. It is what it is. It's our new normal, I guess, But I just want to say I went off on my review for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, that episode. I went slam off. And let me tell you why. You kind of covered most of it. But 2 things that really pissed me off in that episode was that whole scene with Garcelle. And you sort of touched on it already, but what pissed me off was when Garcelle said to you, she explained what she felt. She was very articulate in her feelings. I think she was very clear. And what pissed me off was those 4 white women that kept berating her, saying, but tell us how you feel. You're not being real. You're not being real. Tell us. And I'm like, what the hell is it that you want this woman to say? And what it was you wanted to break her down. And it wasn't until she started crying. Then all of a sudden it was, now you're being real with us. That's bull hockey. I don't want to cuss. That's bull hockey. What do you mean now you're being real? So because she's crying, because you have successfully, in your mind, you have successfully broke her down, now all of a sudden you can accept her feelings. Now you're being real with us, Garcelle. Now we see the real Garcelle. No, you saw the real Garcelle when she told you what the hell was wrong with her. She told you she doesn't feel welcome in this group. And she even said it's not necessarily about color, but it is about being different. And it's about the fact that she always feels like she has to prove herself in this group. That situation with Dorit is bullshit. Garcelle has said the same thing that Kyle has said, that Kathy has said.
Kathy has said 8 million times.
And now all of a sudden it's a problem. Listen, now Kathy Hilton, who I have absolutely adored this season, let's be clear. I just want to go hang out at Kathy's house with the dogs, okay? I have adored her. But she pissed me off last night too. Twice. First time she pissed me off with that lady. Ma'am, that's disrespectful as hell. I know that you know the names of people that work for you, and if you don't, that's wrong.
No, she don't. She don't know
that lady.
40, listen, let me tell you something. It's 40 people that work in the house. She don't know their names. She be like, hey, lady, man, No, she don't. She don't
She
know the
said
people's
that
name.
lady.
I'm telling you right now, she don't know their name.
That made me mad. That made me mad. But then when Garcelle said, "Do you know what it feels like to walk in a room and feel different?" and her ass with a straight face said, "I do." No, ma'am. No, you don't. Not in the same way. Maybe you different because you the richest woman in the room.
Yeah, that's right. But that tells you what kind of
But you
bubble she lives
absolutely
in.
do not understand.
No.
Exactly. Now I think, now let me be clear. I find Kathy Hilton to be absolutely hilarious. But last night or Wednesday night, I felt her to be a little insensitive. And I feel like it was coming from a place of I want you to feel like I understand you. But no, just
It was
sometimes
the
it's okay to
female.
just listen.
Yeah, be
Yeah,
quiet.
it's okay to just listen sometimes. But that
Right.
pissed me off because, and again, you touched on a lot of it, but to feel like, oh, now that we have broken you down, now we see you. No.
Let me tell you what
Anyway, that
happened.
pissed me off.
Let me tell you what happened, allegedly, because I've been there, my little one season. Let me tell you what happened from what I've seen. Producers slipped in Rena's room and said, "I give you double your episode fee if you get Garcelle to cry tonight." That's what happened.
Yeah, because
That's
Rena
what
was on one.
Yeah,
Rena
they
was
told
on
her.
one.
They
I
told her,
can't stand Rena. I want them.
I'm gonna pay you 200,000. I'm just making up a number, y'all. You gonna get 200,000 for this episode if you make the strong black woman cry and give us the scene that we desperately stereotypically want for this season that she didn't give us before. We want it.
Yeah.
We want her crying.
Yep.
We want to see that all these white women broke this strong black woman down, and we need it, and Rena everyone to do it. And so we're gonna give you double your episode or triple your episode fee. And that's why when she cried, Rena was like, that meant I'm going on vacation with this money. It wasn't empathy, it was that was like pay me my coins. That was run me my money production.
Give me my money, right.
Run me my money
Give
production.
me my money.
Run me my money
Yep.
production.
Just like
Run
Kyle. Exactly. Just like Kyle did something at that dinner party. Kyle was pushing and pushing and pushing. Sutton, just be real. Just be real. Just be real.
Because somebody told her to do that.
Sutton had tried to talk to Erica. Exactly. Sutton had tried to talk to Erica. And Erica said, "I'm not interested in having a conversation with you." Well, at that point, you shut the hell up and enjoy dinner.
Right.
You know?
No, they always
like you said, they were trying to make a scene. It is what it is.
They always talking about somebody put a battery in somebody's back. Production puts batteries in all their backs. That's what the real tea is. You know, people always talking about somebody get a battery put in their back. Production putting a battery in their back. This is what I need you to do this episode. Period.
Absolutely.
By any means necessary, so you can earn these coins that we paying you. And they do it on all the shows. They did it to them bras on that show I was on. They put a battery in their back. We done called this woman fat. We done called this, said her husband gonna cheat on her with a house manager. We done said she don't work, and and I don't because I was retired, and they mad about it. So all that didn't work. So let's go for her uterus. Who gonna do it? Battery pack. Engage. And so that's what happens. I mean, people don't understand how much money they make off these television shows. And so the stakes are high. They don't care about nobody's feelings. They don't care if you kill. If I would have committed suicide, they would have been happy. Just listen, I'm not exaggerating. They would have been happy because that would have been a good storyline for next season. The girl killed herself and her husband's a psychiatrist. That's how evil these people are. You know what I'm saying? They really are that evil. And that's, you imagine now with black women, imagine it's magnified for Garcelle with white women who truly don't understand from whence she, her place and how isolated she feels and how hard it must be for her to be the first black woman on this franchise in Beverly freaking Hills of all places. And had these women gaslighting her and acting like they actually real friends. Like it's just, it's it's crazy. It's emotional trauma. And that's basically what they're paying these women to do.
Well, she confirmed, I just saw today that she will be back next season. And the rumor is that Denise is coming back. Now, let me tell you something. If Denise come back next year with Garcelle and Sutton, because I'm tell you something, I have loved Sutton. I'm loving Sutton. I want to go to one of Sutton dinner parties, honey. I love Miss Sutton too. She's a person.
I love Sutton.
But if the three of them link up, Lisa Rinna better watch her ass next year because they coming for her.
They gonna come for her and they gonna get her.
I'm gonna let you go, but thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much. Go back to class with the children. Bye.
Thank you for letting me on. Child, let me go on back in this building. Bye, y'all.
Bye. All right, y'all. So yeah, I done taught all my smack. I promise y'all that next time I come back, I'm gonna answer financial questions. But I've been off for a minute, and so I want to come back and catch up on some of these pop culture kind of things. You know, just being Buffy's supposed to be more than just talking about money all the time. I like to talk about current events, pop culture, and everything. So let me do my little homework. I done gone over my time. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit subscribe. Please like. Please comment. So that I can keep doing these. As far as I'm working on what I'm gonna do with this channel membership stuff, don't join yet, y'all. If you have, I'm figuring out what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna give you a lot. You're gonna get a lot for your $4.99. Just know that. Y'all know I'll be one of folks have to spend no money in the first place. So if I got you spending money, you know I'm gonna bring it. So my team and I are developing what all we're gonna give y'all with that. And yes, if you haven't done so, go ahead and please register for my course, crawlbeforeyouBall.com. Tommy, put that link back up for my course so I can put it on the screen. I've reduced the price to $99. You get a copy of Crawl Before You Ball, my book that is available for pre-sale right now. All my students are going to get my book first, signed by me. It'll be coming out soon. But the course really is the heart and soul of endeavor that I really enjoyed doing. Like, I took my book and I condensed it down into a digital course and bite-sized lessons. And we don't just do the normal stuff where we talk about budgeting, because I don't think that you can be ready for a budget until you address first your financial mental health. And we spend quite a bit of time talking about that. Dr. Purselle, has helped us cultivate, financial meditation, dealing with financial PTSD, unlearning bad money behavior that we learned from our parents who didn't know any better. And once you grasp all that, then I can teach you a budget. Then I can teach you how to invest. Then I can teach you about compound interest. And so, the thing about me is I won't allow my students to take my next course, which is going to be about small business, until you take the first one. It's like you got to do prereqs, because we got to crawl before we ball. We need our fundamentals. We can't skip, hop in a hurry and move on to investing. You need to invest in yourself first. And so, sign up for the course. We've got some very exciting things that are coming up, y'all, that I can't talk about yet. You will see me again on a TV screen. But I appreciate y'all. Thanks so much. Again, like, comment, share, and please click notifications, because I am known to do a pop-up. Smooches. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Mabel. Thank you, everybody, for helping my moderators. And I will see you guys back soon. I promise. On a more regular schedule. I am feeling like myself again. Bye.
Crawl before you ball, and then take a little bit of the money and save it, and then do something fun.